Yo, what's up guys, it's Ablaze Monkey. We are back for another video. Yes, we're going to be doing a Dragon Ball Super chapter review. You might be a bit confused as there's no chapter, as the chapters come out every month. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going all the way back to chapter 42. Why chapter 42 specifically? Now, this is really for people who have only watched the anime. So let's say you watched the whole of the Dragon Ball Super anime and you want to know what happens next. There you go. You start here, chapter 42. Now, you might be very confused as I already uploaded a video for chapter 62 around a week or two ago. So this will essentially be me going back to the beginning, and I'm going to cover all 20 or so chapters. Probably will be 25 by the time I catch up to the manga. So yeah, over the next 20 weeks, every week you can expect not only a Black Clover manga chapter, you can also expect to see Dragon Ball Super manga chapter reviews, where I'll be going. So next week will be chapter 43, chapter 44, and then let's say chapter 63 comes out, I'll make a video for chapter 63, but then I'll go back. So I hope that's clear. So I'll be going from chapter 42 onwards until I catch up to the manga. But if a new chapter, every time a new chapter releases, I will cover that chapter. Might be a bit confusing, but you guys will get the gist of it. So let's get into this. This chapter is right at the end of Dragon Ball Super. So the Dragon Ball Super manga is very different to the anime, however also very similar. For example, we see Vegeta with Super Saiyan God a lot earlier in this manga, because this takes a very different route. For example, it is actually Gohan who fights against Kefla and not Goku this time. However, most of this stuff will be adapted into the anime. There might be a few changes, so let's get right into this journey. Let's start with chapter 42, the battle's end and an aftermath. So obviously I'm just going to cover basically the final episode of Dragon Ball Super and what the next episode would have been should it have gotten a continuation, which it probably will. So, we see Jiren and he's facing off against Goku and Vegeta. Yes, Vegeta did not get knocked out in the manga. In this version, Vegeta is still in the Tournament of Power. So, we hear about Jiren's master in the manga, so we actually know who Jiren's master is. His name is Gichin, and that we find out that how Jiren resents teamwork, as we already found out in the anime. However, we're seeing now that Jiren's master wanted to teach Jiren about teamwork. Now, Jiren has used incredible strength and a sense of justice that has imparted to him by his master to maintain law and order in our universe, but he has a tendency to take on a burden alone. So yes, we've already seen this covered in Dragon Ball Super, but Jiren has this sort of lone wolf kind of mentality where he hates teamwork, he hates friendship, and let's be honest guys, the whole point of anime is the power of friendship. So, to put it into a less charitable way, he doesn't really trust anyone but himself, but still he'll never know when things will go bad and he'll always have to rely on others. Oh, basically, Jiren might one day run into some trouble and he'll have to actually rely on others. So we see Belmod, who's having this conversation with his angel, and she says to Belmod, "I never expected to hear that from you, Lord Belmod." And we see Belmod say, "Don't be ridiculous, I'm just parroting Gichin. As a god of destruction, I would never subscribe to such a weak thing." And then we find out something very interesting. Belmod and Gichin were friends. Yes, his angel says. So that means they didn't cover this in the anime, but Belmod and Jiren's master were actually friends. And then we see Vegeta and Goku continue their battle against Jiren. Now, Jiren screams, "It doesn't matter how many of you come at me, my power will overcome all of you." And then we see the Supreme Kai for Universe 11, who starts saying it looks like Jiren has never learned that particular lesson. Apparently Gichin wanted him to figure it out on his own. That idiot, leaving things undone and then kicking the bucket. And those killed by demons can't be revived by our power, of course. Yep, I still have faith though. So we can find out now that demons actually exist, because apparently Jiren's master has actually been killed by a demon. However, we then find out that the demons are so powerful that if they kill you, you can't be revived, not even by an angel. You can't even be revived by an angel, which means Gishin is forever dead. Which is very interesting when you think about it, because we already are seeing Moro, and what if Moro, the next villain in the next chapter, and future chapters, what if Moro somehow has a link to these demons? Now we obviously know that Dabura is the demon king in Universe 7, so could he have a link to them as well? Maybe Dabura's power was sealed, such as we've seen in Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So that is actually very interesting. And then we see Goku and Vegeta continue their fight against Jiren, and Jiren begins to scream as his power is exploding. We then see Goku, who says, how? He still has that much power left? No matter how much power he expends, there's always more. And Jiren then says, I have no limits. We then see Goku and Vegeta. And Vegeta charges up a new attack that we've already seen done in the manga. And Goku charges up a Kamehameha. We see Goku say, look at us, getting all along like this. And Vegeta says, I'm only knocking him off with Chi Blasters, it's our only other option. Don't hold anything back, Kakarot. Alright, I'm pouring all my energy into this final blast. We then see Goku charge up a Kamehameha. But then we see Vegeta. Now in the manga, Vegeta no longer has Final Flash. He actually has a new technique that is far stronger than Final Flash. This technique is called Gamma Burst Flash. And we see Vegeta say, Gamma Burst. And then we see Goku scream, ha! And Vegeta says, Flash! At the same time. And we see Goku and Vegeta both fire a Kamehameha and a Gamma Burst Flash, to which this blast gets fired at Jiren. Jiren blocks the blast, and a huge explosion is seen. It is very similar to when Vegeta went full power Super Saiyan Blue and used his strongest Final Flash we've ever seen him use. Dust goes everywhere. Even the spectators can feel the energy of Goku and Vegeta's blast. But then we see it. Jiren puts his hand out. Yes, he has a red aura around him. He took the blast. Vegeta screams, damn it! And as we see Goku say, what? For real? And then before anyone can even react, Vegeta is hit by a ki blast right in the stomach, and he's sent flying out of the ring. Goku then screams, crap! Jiren then laughs, the time limit is nearly up, and the last standing universe will be Universe 11, mark my words. He then punches Goku, and Goku and Jiren both lock hands together, and they begin to push. Goku is starting to get pushed off of the ring. We then see Belmont yell, finish him off, Jiren! And we see Beerus say, push back, Goku, he's gonna fall off. We then see Goku say, I have no strength left, I'm done for. But then behind Jiren, we see a huge energy ball. Huge. It is Frieza! Yes, just like in the original, Frieza has come to aid Goku in his time of need. We then see Frieza say, now, Son Goku, grab a hold of Jiren and pin him there. We then see Belmont say, no, that guy, he's still in here? Goku then puts Jiren in the same lock that he put Raditz in. So that is a very nice parallel, you know, how Goku puts Jiren in this lock the same way he put Raditz in at the start of this story. And then Frieza says, and when I win this, my wish will be to be brought back to life, and it better be fulfilled. Goku then says, now Frieza, do it! Everyone in Universe 7 yells, do it! And we see the massive death ball come flying towards. Jiren blocks it, however, and he's getting pushed off. Jiren screams at the top of his lungs, and he's able to push the power ball, the death ball, up into the sky. He deflected the death ball. Belmont smirks and says, good. Goku is shocked. No. Frieza then screams, powering up to Golden. He rushes Jiren and pins him into him. We then see Jiren, Frieza and Goku all fly out of the ring, just like in the original. We then see Goku, who says, But why did you do that? Now there's nobody left. Frieza smirks. This was my plan from the beginning. Out from the rumble comes out Android 17. Yes, Android 17 has come out at the very end of the Tournament of Power this time. He has not come like he did in the original. In the original, Android 17 came out and we had Goku, Frieza and Android 17 fighting against Jiren. Whereas in this version, Goku and Vegeta fought against Jiren. However, Vegeta was knocked out, and as Goku was about to be knocked out as well, Frieza came to his aid. Frieza then knocked Jiren out of the ring with Goku, only to find out that Android 17 was alive throughout the whole time. We then see Frieza. True, though you being the final survivor hardly sits well with me. And then we see Goku. Great going, you two. Unlike you, we prefer strategy over reckless brawling. We then see Goku, Jiren, and Frieza get teleported back into the stands. Yes, the Tournament of Power. Time's up and the tournament is over. Phew, we're finally done with this. Wow, Android 17 was hiding all along. What a fun plan they made, which is what the Omni King says. So we see the Omni King and the Grand Priest, and the Grand Priest says, surprising indeed, we couldn't sense him, so we couldn't have known he yet lived. Androids don't have chi like the rest of us, so we couldn't sense him. Right, and then we see, but 17, what was all that self-destructing thing? As if I'd ever do such a thing. Besides, I lost that function a long time ago. Oh yeah, you're the one who wished away that bomb inside of me. So as you remember, after the Cell Saga, Krillin wished for Android 18 and Android 17 to have the bombs removed from them. We then see Android 17 who looks back up at the Universe 7 and says, I meant the part about babysitting my kids. Sometimes my job keeps me busy, so I'll give you a ring. To which we then see Jiren. Jiren is lost, and he says to everyone, I lost. My apologies. I get it. You feel like you can't rely on us here. But seriously, have some faith. Have some faith. We're your allies, Jiren. We then see Jiren. I'm very sorry. You won't get to revive Yichin. It's fine. I know what I was lacking. Master's presence is not needed. Don't play the stoic, Jiren. Inheriting the mantle of justice wasn't the only reason you wanted to revive Yichin, was it? You blame yourself for Yichin's death, right? Well, cut it out. Your master wouldn't want to be revived, and you know it. So we have Belmont giving a stern talking to Jiren, telling him how, your master doesn't want to be revived, even if you might want him back. We then see the Grand Priest with a rather arrogant look, and he says, Universe 11, every one of your fighters has fallen. Now, vanish. We then see Goku, who looks over at where Jiren was sitting. What a shame. I really wanted to fight you one-on-one, Jiren. We then see the Grand Priest who says, which makes Universe 7 the winner. And then we see Android 17 look up, bring back all the universes. The final remaining competitor gets a wish granted, right? That's my wish. Bring back the others. It can be done, right? So just like in the original, 17 revives all of the universes. We find out that no wish is beyond Super Shenlong's power. Now this makes a lot possible with Super Shenlong. We then see Super Shenlong appear, just like in the original, and Android 17 makes the wish for the universes to all be revived. We then hear that Universe 7 has been elevated. It is now third from the bottom. So, the mortal count is higher, I guess, which is good. And then we see Goku look at 17. Why did you change your wish? I changed my mind. And then we see, they just have a normal conversation. Frieza gets revived like in the original, and we see that Frieza says, does this mean, oh, you've come back to life, Frieza? To which Frieza smirks and says, I've come back. We then see Whis say, well, it is a gift from Lord Beerus. Beerus looks down at Frieza. Was a fine strategy, Frieza. Are you quite sure about this? I have every intention of perpetrating more evil, and when the time comes, I'll beat you again, Frieza. Everyone heads back and the Tournament of Power is over. Frieza returned to his own planet, 17 went to his island, and we see Goku and Vegeta, who happen to have won the Tournament of Power and have rescued their universe. We then see a panel promoting the Broly movie, because in the manga they don't cover the Broly movie. They then say the next spot of trouble is caused by Frieza, but that is a tale for another time. Suffice to say, our two Saiyans emerged from those events stronger than ever. So they are referencing the Broly movie, so I would highly recommend you go and watch the Broly movie if you have the intention of continuing these manga chapter reviews with me, because obviously you won't really understand some stuff because the movie doesn't really cover anything, but Goku and Vegeta are, fair to say, quite a bit stronger. And so time passed. We didn't really know how big this time skip was, but we can assume that it's at least been a couple of months since Broly. And Vegeta says to Goku, "So, where have you been, Kakarot?" And Goku says, "Oh, you know. Anyways, we're gonna train or what?" "Not here, the neighbors would complain. Let's use the gravity room." So Goku and Vegeta are training in the gravity room, to which we hear Bulma call them, "You've got an urgent call." And we also find out that Goku still has no access to Ultra Instinct, which makes sense, you know. Ultra Instinct is a very powerful technique, so Goku shouldn't be able to just hop in and out of it, to be honest with you. And Bulma says to them, Goku says to Bulma, what's the matter, Bulma? And then she says, "Well, I'm not quite sure, but some mysterious people showed up at Hercule's place, and it sounds like they're kidnapping Boo." "Kidnapping Boo? Surely you jest. It's easy to forget, but that creature is incredibly powerful. So, we're looking at new villains," which is what Goku says. And Bulma says, "Don't know. Pretty hard to say. I'm not sensing any powerful energy signatures. Guess we better go check it out." What a nuisance. "Come on, Vegeta." And Vegeta says, "Get going on your own. I can fly to Hercules in around 5 seconds. So Vegeta is... I had enough, you know. Vegeta and Goku work together in the Tournament of Power, and now they're going in the opposite direction with them and not working together at all. Goku and Vegeta arrive at Hercules' place, to which we see a very interesting fellow who has the Galactic Patrol's uniform on, taking Boo away. Mr. Satan takes out a gun and starts to fire at this strange individual. Goku instant transmission, and Vegeta flies next to Goku. "Goku, it's you!" "What are you people up to?" which is what Goku says. "And what do you want with Boo? You're definitely bad guys, right?" We then see this person who says, "Goku and Vegeta? Goku and Vegeta?" We then see Goku, who knocks out a bunch of the Galactic Patrol to rescue our sleeping Boo. This mysterious individual, his name is Mirus, says to them, "So, it seems you leave me no choice." Mirus then teleports behind Goku and stuns him, making Goku fall unconscious. The same then happens to Vegeta as he collapses to the ground. He then says, "These two will aid our cause, and I'll explain everything to them back at HQ." Goku and Vegeta are carried into the ship and have been kidnapped along with Boo. We then hear, "Yo, Goku! Hey, I'm talking to you. Wake up, Goku." And we see Jacko. Yes, Jacko. He is of the Galactic Patrol. And we see Goku wake up, and he looks around and says, "Whoa, what was I doing? Sleeping like a baby. Our stun guns pack a punch, huh? Oh, it's you, Jacko. Not sure why they brought you two here when all we wanted was Majin Buu. But brought where?" To which we then see that this is the HQ for the Galactic Patrol. So it is this kind of spaceship, and the Galactic Patrol are basically space police. And we see Vegeta, who's scratching his head, and he says, "Galactic Patrol, you say?" And then we see more people walk into the room, such as Mirus. This guy is very interesting, and he then looks over to them and says, "You didn't seem to be in the mood to listen to reason, so." To which Goku says, "Who are you?" So I am the #1 elite here. So yes, Mirus is the #1 elite of the Galactic Patrol. He is the strongest Galactic Patrol member, and pretty interesting to see, to be honest with you. And We then see the, Mirus manages 104 sectors. Meanwhile, Jakku only, he only manages three sectors of the universe. So yes, Mirus manages around 104 different areas of the universe, and he is essentially this really powerful space cop. And they ask him, so what do you want with Majin Buu? And he says, due to our negligence, what the hell is that word? Negligence, a dastardly criminal has broken out of the Galactic Patrol prison. To recapture this villain, we acquire assistance from a certain individual. And who's that? Spit it out already. He is the great Lord of Lords. Yes, someone who slumbers within your Majin Buu. The Grand Supreme Kai. And that's where we're going to end this manga chapter for now. So what did you guys think of this manga chapter review? Hopefully you guys will tune in every week, because next week we'll get the backstory behind who this mysterious villain is and what his connection is with the Grand Supreme Kai. The Grand Supreme Kai was of course absorbed by Kid Buu, creating Fat Buu. Now I hope you guys did enjoy, and thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and comment down below. While you're at it, subscribe, and I'll see you all laters.